Hello everybody and welcome back to an unboxing here with Mr. Boopster, who is hiding under this cleverly disguised Eldritch Moon box. If you watched this week's video in Magic, then you know that it's Chubby and Frosty doing this today, because Atkist is, I don't know, somewhere.
I was supposed to pretend to be Atkist, and so he also left me these because I don't know, I kind of feel silly wearing them, but that's okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Eldritch Moon. Normally when we do these unboxings, Atkis is the one that knows like everything in the spoiler, and I usually don't, and I'm sure you don't. So this is going to be a fun experience. I know like 4 or 5 cards that we want, and that's about it.
I know 0?
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
not bad.
So there's a few Planeswalkers, a few other things. I just got still have Eternal Masters on the brain. I love that set so much. But anyways, Eldritch Moon today. And when I went and picked this up, of course, we got the Buy a Box promo card, Thalia, Heretic Cathar. It actually seems like a pretty playable card. And he also gave me an Identity Thief, because I think he stole my identity and then gave me this. So, yeah,
gotcha.
But this is the launch promo right there. So those are pretty
Sounds
sweet.
like a card for me, actually.
You've had your identity stolen?
Sure, let's go with that instead of the other way around.
Okay, yeah. For legal reasons. So we've got these nice purple packs. It's like a purpley black. I actually really like this color.
It's actually not bad.
It's a nice color.
It's quite nice.
Okay. So I will open half, and then Frosty will open half, and we'll see who wins the money.
I'm just gonna say it now. I'm gonna win.
You're that confident?
I'm declaring it right now.
There's 6. Just dividing these evenly. Whenever I do this with Atkist, he tends to cheat and opens more than I do.
That's son of a bee.
Horrible person. So, I will take, I guess, that one, and that one. You can have these ones. So we'll shove those off to the side.
I feel like you stole one of the packs I wanted.
Oh, did I? I mean, you can swap me if you want to swap me.
I don't know which pack it was.
All right, let's crack the first one.
Heartbroken, even.
So, I think you're overreacting a little bit.
Just a bit.
So we have an Ingenious Scob, Strange Augmentation, Backwoods Survivalist. By the way, I'm just only going to mention the commons once. Because that's what I usually do. Bloodbriar, Borrowed Malevolence, Terrarian. Yeah, I don't know any of these cards. Bold Impaler, Guardian of Pilgrims, Enlightened Maniac, and now we're into the uncommons. We have a Haunted Dead, Emrakul's Influence. I know he's in this set.
Ooh.
There's a new Emrakul. It's less exciting than the other one.
New Emrakul?
Yeah, Numercool.
Numercool.
We have a Faith Unbroken. And our rare is a Lupine Prototype. 2 mana, 5/5. What? Can attack or block unless a player has no cards in hand. And it's a wolf construct. My god, look at the art on this thing. It's a wolf inside of a suit of armor.
It looks cool, but
yeah,
I don't know how much value you could get. But then again, I don't really know anything about this set. Maybe not having a hand is
exactly
ideal.
And then we also have a Lone Rider. Because it's flip cards, and, I think you were in the last one that had flip cards, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you should know all about that. And that flips into It That Rides As One. This is a doopy horse who combines with his rider.
Low rider. Is a little rarer.
Something like that.
It sounds like that. You don't need to know the words, you just gotta kind of mimic.
Yeah. Olivia's Drake. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just get the boost. Although, like I said, I don't know what most of these are. Thirsting Axe. Not sure how that works. No, a piece of metal can be thirsty, but that's okay. Weaver of Lightning. Clear Shot. And a rare. It's a mythic, which is pretty sweet, and I don't know what it is. Ishkana Graph Widow, 5 mana, 3/5 with reach. It is Delirium. When Ishkana Graph Widow enters the battlefield, if there are 4 or more card types, then everyone knows what Delirium does. Put 3 1/2 green spider creature tokens with reach onto the battlefield. Then you can pay 7. Target opponent loses 1 life for each spider you control. It's kind of terrifying.
A little bit.
Yeah. And we also have a Midnight Scavengers. Fun stuff. So, first mythic. Not the green mythic that I wanted to open.
But still a mythic, I mean.
Yes, still a mythic. Oh, wait, I guess the green card that I want to open is just a rare, so a mythic.
Oh.
Yeah. If we open it, I'll tell you what is that? Oh my god. This thing is like a swan with a horse body. Oh my god.
You really like your horses.
We're just gonna not look at that anymore. So we got all this fun stuff. We have a mockery of nature, which is what that first thing that I opened is. Faith Unbroken. Liliana's Elite. Can we follow that up with a Liliana, perhaps? No, it's a Nibelus of Frost. Hey, Frost.
Hey.
That totally works. 4 mana, 3/3, flying, prowess. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, tap target creature an opponent controls, and it doesn't untap on its controller's next untap step. Yeah, fun stuff. And we have a Curious Homunculus, which looks amazing. And does some
Looks
stuff.
very curious.
And we got a foil, Choking Restraints. Interesting.
Sexy.
That's pretty sexy, yeah.
I mean, you might think interesting, but...
Yeah, I mean, if you're into that sort of stuff, you know, Mr. Boopster is, for sure. A little S&M on the weekend.
He's very flexible.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoop.
He can get out of handcuffs real easy. Just slide right out of there. Fortune's Favor. Advanced Stitchwing. Give No Ground. And a rare is going to be a Noosegraph Mob. I almost said Moosegraph.
I like that.
Moosegraph Knob. Let's just call it a Moosegraph Knob. It's a 6 mana 0/0. Good so far. Enters the battlefield with 5 +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever a player casts a spell, you remove one of those counters and put a 2/2 zombie creature into play. That's kind of sweet. And a Midnight Scavengers. Having Vietnam flashbacks. So we just did that. And it was midnight. When old Two Eyes went down. Or when he changed his name from 2 eyes to 1 eye. A bunch of stuff. Okay, we'll just put it off to the side here. Peace of Mind. I could use some of that. Murder.
Couldn't we all?
That can get me some of this, I think. Foul Emissary. I got nothing for that one.
You've been hanging out with Akis too much lately.
I got nothing for that one, but that is a fat dude in that picture.
There's a chubby dude.
No, I can say that.
You can't say fat.
I can say that. He's fluffy.
Yes.
We have a Crypt Breakers are rare. 1 mana, 1/1, and then you can pay a black and a generic, tap it, discard a card, put a 2/2 zombie onto the battlefield, and then you can tap 3 untapped zombies to draw a card and lose a life. A lot of stuff. Kind of cool. And a Vilden Pack Outcast and no foil.
Boo.
I should at least flip them. Alright, so not super great so far.
They're all in my half. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, probably. I think that mythic that I opened was a poop mythic, too. I'm not really sure if it's worth anything, but it just doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem that great. Nebelgast Herald, Gnarlwood Dryad, Incendiary Flow, and a rare. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to pull it.
Oh, dang. No, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Well, if it was a Planeswalker or something, I guess you'd probably think it'd be pretty good.
Probably.
Stromkirk Occultist. 3 mana, 3/2 trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile top card of your library until end of turn. You may play that card, and it's got madness for 2. Doesn't seem great. And an Ovenwall Captive also doesn't seem great. You know, how can a werewolf have Defender? I don't understand that.
It doesn't want to murder.
I guess.
It still has a little bit of consciousness.
Maybe. He's just being too defensive, if you ask me.
Until the bloodlust kicks in.
Blessed Alliance. Shreds of Sanity. That's my sanity is in shreds right now. Vexing Scuttler. Oh my god, it's a crab. I can just quit right now. I opened a crab. I got crabs again.
Crab people.
And a rare is to Deploy the Gatewatch. It's a mythic. Sweet. I don't know what it does. It costs 6 mana. It's a sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to 2 planeswalkers from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom in a random order.
Wow. Planeswalker deck.
I mean, 6 mana is a lot of mana.
It is.
It's a pretty sweet casual low thing. And a Vilden Pack Outcast. And a Swamp. And a Tameo emblem. Now, why couldn't we have opened a Tameo instead of that? Man. Not fair to me.
Tameo is pretty solid.
Yeah. The new one is Bant colors. 3 colors.
What?
And does a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, she went from 1 color to 3 colors. All right, let's get through all this.
She even has an open mind.
Yeah, she does.
I can respect that.
Mm-hmm. Nephalia Academy. Noose Constrictor. Interesting. I guess that's just a weird snake thing. Geist of the Archives. And a Bedlam Reveler. 8 mana for a 3/4.
Wow.
And it costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. It's got prowess. And when it enters the battlefield, you discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. That might be okay.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of value in that at least.
Graph Rats. No value in that whatsoever. Whoa!
Ooh.
You know, I actually did see that this mechanic does happen. So they have like this combine stuff mechanic that you can flip it if you have another thing that combines with it, and then you put the 2 cards together as like one big thing.
So it's a transformer.
It's a transform, yeah. Basically.
Nice.
I mean, technically, the flipping mechanic is called transform, but hey, whatever. It's like Devastator or something, you know? You combine stuff together.
Yeah.
Turn it into one giant robot, except there's no robots. Let's go through all this stuff. Prying Questions. Incendiary Flow. Liliana's Elite. And Liliana? Decimator of the Provinces.
Crap, that's the one I wanted.
I don't think it is.
Probably.
So another mythic. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. 3
but
mythics.
unfortunately,
Dang.
I think this is also a poopy mythic. But it is a boar. Eldrazi boar. That's cool. 10 mana, 7/7. Has a merge for 6, 7, 8, 9 mana in green and stuff. When you cast it, creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn, and it has trample and haste. Cool. I guess.
Expensive.
And we have an Extricator of Sin. I thought that said Extractor, but it's not.
An Extractor of Sin.
That'd be a much cooler name. Maybe it's already taken. So far, we've opened 3 mythics, and I don't think any of them are particularly potent mythics, so I guess we'll wait for your half. Go through all this stuff.
Unless you just open all of them. I'll just
No. You said you were going to win, so you got to win. Remember?
Yeah, with a single
Remember
card.
how you said that?
It's going to be a planeswalker,
okay.
and it's going to be expensive.
Foil one.
Foil.
Abandoned Reason.
Maybe not foil.
Did that a long time ago. Lashweed Lurker. Spreading Flames. I think that's where Akis is going.
Yep.
I think that's where he went. I think that's what he's doing. And a Strong Kirk Condemned. 2 mana, 2/2, discard a card. Vampires you control get +1/+1 till end of turn, and you can only do this once a turn. Cool. Conduit of Storms. Yeah. Let's transform that. Cool.
You could almost say Akis is in heat right now.
Like a dog. Okay. Let's... Sure. Desperate Century. I don't know why I said that one, but... Alright, we have a Slayer's Cleaver. I think that was a show on TV Land. Abundant Maw. Clear Shot. And Sanctifier Souls. 4 mana, 2/3. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn. And you can pay 3, exile a creature card from your graveyard, make a 1/1 spirit. Yeah. Mediocre. Grizzled Angler. And a Foil Murder.
Ooh.
Foil Murder. That's pretty cool.
So it's a fancy murder.
Yeah. It's murdered with style.
Wait, I don't see the crows.
Yeah, you're right. There aren't any crows in there. Not even
That's
one.
a horrible card.
And you need at least 2 for a murder.
That's a horrible card.
It really is, yeah. At least it's foil. I mean, that makes it slightly better, but not that much.
Yes, but there's not even a single bird in there.
It's like polishing a turd. So what's the point?
Exactly.
Don't polish a turd.
You get it.
Yeah. Blood Mist. Somberwald Stag. Abundant Maw. And another mythic. Holy crap. I've opened all these mythics, and I think they all suck.
4.
Probably.
Oof.
5 mana, 4/5, flying. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery that targets only Mirrorwing Dragon, that opponent copies that spell for each other creature he or she controls that the spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those creatures. Okay, well, actually, yeah, I suppose that's not bad. It's like Precursor Golem, kind of. Like, you target one thing and it targets all the other golems, but this guy targets everything. Which is kind of cool, I guess, maybe. Cryptolith Fragment. Ooh,
Ooh.
Cool?
Hey, bottom half.
Cool.
Probably not even of the same card.
Here's a question. Does this count as a mythic? I opened the lower half of one.
Well...
I don't know how that works.
We'll give you a half a point for that.
Okay, sure. Well, we don't do mythic points anymore, but... anyway, this is kind of cool. Another rare, at least. A 7 mana 5/7. When you cast Bruna the Fading Light, you may return target angel or human creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It has flying and vigilance, and it melds with Gisela the Broken Blade.
I love Gisela the Broken Blade.
Yeah, me too.
Great card.
It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, so there's the lower half of this. Pretty sweet. Got a whole bunch of stuff. I actually think I know this one... Because the one that it combines with is an angel, so this one can get back the other half, and then they flip immediately or something. Pretty cool. All right. I mean, it's no foil murder, but
a lot of mythics in this box you picked up. Not bad.
Yeah, you're not lying. Graph Harvest, Courageous Outrider, Vexing Scuttler, another crab, and Bloodhall Priest. 2 colorless, a black and a red. It's 4/4. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, if you have no cards in hand, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player, and it has madness for 3. Kind of cool. Ooh, well, I ruined that. Surprise. Midnight Scavengers and a foil Terrarium. Cool stuff. So, are you excited about the set so far?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Really like the color scheme.
Yeah, these packs are... I mean, did you see that? In some lights it's black and in some it's purple.
Oh god, don't start this again.
Prying questions. That's enough of that.
Okay, you got it.
Deranged Whelp.
Stifle.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Morn Willow. And a rare Mausoleum Wanderer. I think this is a pretty good one. This is one of the ones I actually saw in the spoiler. It costs a blue. It's a 1/1 flyer. Whenever another spirit enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and you can sacrifice it to counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays X, where X is Mausoleum Wanderer's power.
Breathe. Take a breath.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
Good job.
It's a good plan. So yeah, that's a sweet card. Vilden, Pack Outcast, and a mountain. Super duper.
Super duper.
Well, we're down to 4 packs.
Final countdown.
Okay, we have Repel the Abominable. Dusk. What?
Sorry, I was just going to say that's what I am.
Abominable? Yeah, sure. Fair enough. Dusk Feaster. Chilling Grasp. Whoa, what's with all these cold references? This is great. And we got Soul Separator. 3 mana artifact. Wow, that's a wall of text right there. You pay 5 and you sacrifice it and it does stuff. Yeah, we have a small.
I'm glad you remembered to breathe this that time.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, took a deep into my lungs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Smoldering Werewolf. I can't speak today. I've lost that capability. Alrighty.
I mean, maybe you're just becoming omnipotent.
Oh, maybe, yeah, sure. That is the first sign of omnipotence. Being unable to speak properly. Fury Blade Vampire. Nebelgast Herald. Ride Down. Man, that card has been printed to death, I think. And a rare is a Mausoleum Wanderer. I said the last one was good, so this one's probably just as good. And they work well together. I'm not going to read it again. It's the same. I just opened it. Cryptolith Fragment. And nothing else. That's kind of cool, though. Might have to build a spirit deck. Okay, which one should I do next? The Liliana one or the whatever's the hell this picture is one?
Well, since I'm wearing Akis's bracelet, he would always say always go left, so...
Well, no, he'd say, always go left!
He did mention if I do that, no one would notice that I'm actually, taking his place.
Sure.
So let's go right.
Right it is.
Because Akis is a lefty. I hate lefties.
Sure. It's convenient for playing Magic against them, though, because then there's all this symmetry.
It is, but they cause so much more accidents because they're lefties.
Do they really?
Well, using right-handed equipment.
Yeah, I agree. Being left-handed is a mockery of nature. Foul Emissary. And another mythic!
Wow!
And another poop mythic, too. Mind's Dilation. It's costs 7 mana. It's an enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts his or her first spell each turn, that player exiles the top card of his or her library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Yeah.
It'd be
big, expensive enchantment.
It would be hilarious if when you're totaling all these up, the mythics are actually not so poop.
Maybe. I mean,
that'd be kind of funny.
I can't see it. Maybe I'm just too jaded by opening Eternal Masters, where every rare is better than any of these mythics have been. Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
And we have a Lone Rider, so Doopy Horse. Oh my god, and another Bruna.
Dang.
Didn't we open a mythic and a Bruna in the last time we opened one of these?
I don't... Maybe it was.
I think it was.
Can't recall.
I don't know. Well, if only there was some video evidence.
Yeah, I mean...
such a thing happening.
Oh boy, I am going to need to open up some gold.
Yeah, you are. I mean, honestly, I think if you open, like, any of the Planeswalkers... I was hoping I could get that to more bits. If you open, like, any of the Planeswalkers, I think you beat all 5 of my mythics, probably. So, a bunch of stuff. So just do that. We have a Blessed Alliance. Abandon Reason. Drown Yard Behemoth. And I'm gonna take a little slow peek. It looks like a land. It looks like a Grier Reach Sanitarium. Cool. So it's a legendary land, taps for colorless, and then you can tap or make 2 colorless and tap it to have each player draw a card and discard a card. That's pretty cool. Yeah. You sound so excited.
I'm thinking about its practical uses right now. And I can only just come up with But dang, that was quite a bit of mythics.
Yeah, what was it? 5 or 6? 5.
That was right? 5.
5 mythics.
0.5.
So we'll swap places and we will see what you open.
All right. My half. Let's see how it goes.
Now all you have to do is open either 6 mythics to beat me in mythics, or any of the good ones.
Fair enough. Well, we're gonna go through the commons just like you did. So, starting off with the uncommons, we got Ruthless Disposal, Chilling Grasp.
I think we can dispose of that pretty ruthlessly.
Deranged Whelp, and Huron's Grace Champion. 2 mana, green white, 3/3, flash and lifelink. Not bad for 4. When Huron's Grace Champion enters the battlefield, other humans you control get +1/1 and gain lifelink until the end of turn.
That's fine.
Yeah, this is not bad. And we got Graph Rats, gone. And a Mountainous Spirit.
Fun stuff. Except not really. Where's the Liliana that you were gonna open?
It's like halfway down. And I'm not aiming for Liliana, I'm aiming for that Tameo.
Oh, okay. That's fair, too. Liliana's worth, I think, like $3 more, but it's not a big difference.
I like Tameo more. I don't know what this Tameo does, but, I mean, I like Tameo.
Sure. It does good stuff.
Shreds of Sanity. We got Shreds of Sanity. Deranged Whelp, again.
It's pretty deranged.
Somberwald Stag. And for a legendary, we got a Collective Effort. It's 3 mana, sorcery, escalate, tap an untapped creature you control. You can also choose 1 or more. Choose 1 or more. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Destroy target enchantment. And put a +1/1 counter on each creature target player controls.
That might be cube-worthy. Kind of sweet.
Yeah, it is actually pretty sweet. And we also got a Grizzled Angler.
Sure. It's a fish.
Looks like me.
Does it?
When I'm fishing. No, it doesn't. I'm usually sleeping. And it's got a foil crop sigil. Nothing overly fancy, but I mean.
Yeah. So where's that Tameo you promised, huh?
Halfway down.
Oh. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you don't open any mythics, because I opened a crap ton of mythics.
You did open quite a bit. So, uncommons, we got Nephalia Academy, Geist of the Archives, Noose Constrictor, and we got a legendary Harmless Offering. It's so cute!
Oh, you keep saying legendary. It's a rare there.
Whatever. I'm used to a different card game right now. But it's so cute. It's a harmless offering.
Oh, the kitty! It's the kitty. I love the kitty. It's completely unplayable, probably.
Target opponent gains control of target permanent you control.
Yeah. But it's a kitty.
Ovenwell Captive.
It's a kitty, though, Frosty. See? It's a kitty.
See that? It is a very pretty kitty.
Do you see the kitty?
It's a very pretty kitty, too. I'm allergic to kitties.
Are you really?
Yes.
Huh.
That doesn't stop me from cuddling them, but...
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, right?
Yeah, no, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
There's probably no better way to die than smothered by kittens.
There probably is.
Nah.
We got Emrakruel's Influence, Haunted Dead, Vampire Cutthroat, and a Spirit of the Hunt. 3 mana, 3/3 flash. When Spirit of the Hunt enters the battlefield, each other creature you control, that's a wolf or werewolf, gets a +0/+3 until end of turn.
It's not very exciting.
We have another Ilvenwell Captive.
Oh!
Hey, and we have a foil Wolfkin Bond.
Where's that to
And
me?
an island. You're getting closer on that island.
It's true.
To that Tamio.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know what color she's...
Well, blue's one of them.
I kind of hope so. I can't imagine her getting rid of, all her colors.
Changing teams, as it were.
Indeed.
Playing for the guest team.
Alright, we got Slayer's Cleaver, Graph Harvest, Insatiable Gorgers.
Gorgers. Come on. They like to eat stuff, Frosty.
They like gorging. And we got Sigarda's Aid for 1 white.
I didn't know she had AIDS.
Most people do these days.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they cured
Crazy.
it.
Well, I mean, they did, but everyone needs AIDS.
Sure.
You may cast aura and equipment spells as though they had flash. Whenever an equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach it to target creature you control.
That's fine.
That's not bad, actually. I can see some uses for it.
I think there's a combo deck that can use that.
More
probably.
Graph Rats. And a zombie!
You know what that zombie is saying?
Frosty, where's that Tamio? Frosty.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Tamio, Frosty.
I don't know why a black zombie would want a blue, green, and white planeswalker, but hey.
Well, I mean... Maybe
he's multicultural.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's accepting of other races.
Just very open with himself. We got a Thirsting Axe, Mockery of Nature, and a Subjugator Angel, and we've got a Dark Salvation, XX Black. Target player puts X/2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield. Then up to 1 target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn for each zombie that player controls.
It's nifty.
And a Vildan Pack Outcast. And a wolf.
It's nice. That's a nice wolf art. I like it. It's very contrasty.
No mythics so far.
Just like my soul.
You seriously, I think, did open
I think I opened all the mythics.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
And it wouldn't surprise me in the least if the total cost of all of those ones amounted to like $4.
I guess we'll see. We
I
got,
guess so.
Fortune's Favor. And Abundance Maw. That looks...
Penis-like.
Going on. Ooh, Mercurial Geist. Always looks cool. I really like it.
Yeah, dude. I like that a lot
And
too.
we got Assembled Alphas.
It costs 6 mana. Don't even bother reading it.
Whenever...
Oh!
Yes!
Yeah, that's probably the money winner right there. That's money.
I win!
That's money.
Don't even have to open the rest of the packs. We got what we came for.
Well, except for the Tamio pack. You might as well do that one too.
Oh, yes. I guess. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Some stuff. There's probably, with our luck, there's probably going to be a common that's worth like $10, and we just opened a bunch of them and didn't even look.
That'd be pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
We got Savage Alliance, Give No Ground, Murder, Still No Crows, and Thalia's Lancers. Ugh. Excuse me. Thalia's Lancers.
Just died.
A little bit.
Okay.
So we got 5 mana. It's a 4/4 with First Strike. When Thalia's Lancers enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a legendary card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. And Curious Homunculus. And, ooh! We got
Foil rare.
We got the foil rare land, legendary land, Geyer Reach Sanitarium.
I opened that one already.
Yes,
so
we did.
No
But this
point
one's
reading
foil.
it. It is foil, and it might be worth something. Possibly. I don't know. I'm just guessing. People like to loot, in general. That's what word on the street is.
I would say we're basically at the halfway point now.
So Tamio in this pack.
And I'm having...
You are having difficulty. Tamio doesn't like to be opened by snowman.
I have no idea why that pack was so hard to open.
She just torn into little pieces, like I always do.
Yeah, but then I'd probably damage a card and you get angry because it's a Planeswalker.
Yeah, probably.
And...
Rip it in half.
We got Campaign of Vengeance.
That's what I'm going to go on if you don't open it, Tamio.
You can go on a ride down instead.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, I'll never ride that down.
Drogskull Shield Mint.
Yeah, I got nothing for that one.
No, me neither. And Distended Mindbender for 8 mana. It's a 5/5 with a wall of text that I don't really feel like at the moment.
Best thing.
Vildan Pack outcasts a swamp and a zombie. Unfortunately, not a foil swamp.
That's true. Or Tamio. Remember how that zombie really wanted you to open the Tamio? Remember how he's all like,
Frosty, Tamio,
I do have a vague recollection of such a thing, but I've got peace of mind.
Brains, specifically Tamio's.
I will abandon all reason.
yeah,
I'll scour the laboratory.
for a Tamio?
And we've got...
Oh, that's actually really good, though.
Spell Queller.
That's one of the better cards in the set.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So it's 3 mana. It's a 2/3 with Flash Flying. Once Spell Queller enters the battlefield, exile target spell with converted mana cost 4 or less. When Spell Queller leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner may cast that card without paying its mana cost.
I'm glad you found that in the laboratory, because it's pretty cool.
And we've also got an Extricator of Sin.
I like Extractor of Sin better.
I like Extractor of Sin better. Also...
Mm-hmm. It's like he does it with a syringe. Let me take that right out of there. You know, I think the Catholic Church would do a lot better if they said that they literally could just extract sins with like some sort of a device.
I would be inclined to agree with you, yes.
Yeah. Because then you don't even have to tell anybody. Just like, hey, I've got a bad case of the sins. Can you...
One day. I'm sure we're getting to that point.
Can you purge them for me?
But right now we have a
Jesus.
long road home.
Jesus. This is Ziggy.
Ruthless Disposal. Crop Sigil. And for 1 mana we got Permeating Mass.
I thought that said penetrating. I'm like, oh my god.
We've got for 1 mana we got Penetrating Mass, a 1/3 spirit creature. Whenever Permeating Mass deals combat damage to a creature, that creature becomes a copy of Permeating Mass.
Oh, that's a cool card. Wasn't there a Spellweaver thing that they just made?
Yes,
just like that,
it was
like a wall or something?
Yes, it was actually a new card, and I believe it was also a 1/3 actually.
Hey, look at that. It's like they stole the idea.
We're just gonna,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not saying who stole the idea from who. I'm just saying somebody stole the idea from somebody.
Fair enough.
Because I don't know what was actually first.
Maybe it was just like the same artist that just
maybe,
did for
yeah.
both.
Except they usually don't really get told. They're just like, hey, we need like a horse, and it's a red card, and then they do that, and then
I guess.
yeah.
Repel the Abominable. Whispers of Emrakul. Gnarlwood Dryad.
And a Tamio?
Not a Tamio. It's Collective Defiance. 3 mana, sorcery, escalate 1, choose 1 or more. Target player discards all the cards in his or her hand, then draws that many cards. Collective Defiance deals 4 damage to target creature, or Collective Defiance deals 3 damage to target opponent.
Nifty.
And we got a Shrill Howler, and
Hey! We did it!
a Mythic.
That goes with the one that we opened 2 of. The rare.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's right. And we got Riven, the Broken Blade. Sorry, wrong game. Wrong thing.
Actually, hang on. Just read what that does, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Okay, so we got, for 4 mana, Gazela, the Broken Blade, legendary creature, angel horror with flying, first strike, lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, if you both own and control Gazela,
Gisela or something. I don't know.
I honestly, I'm not actually sure how to pronounce that, to be honest with you. The Broken Blade, and a creature named Bruna, the Fading Light, exile them and meld them into Berselia, Voice of Nightmares.
Which is that.
Oh,
Isn't that cool?
that is very neat, actually.
It's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah. You did good. You did good.
I done good. I got the other.
You did okay. I still wanted Tamio though, so get on that.
She's coming. Or someone is, anyways.
Someone's coming. I think it's Mr. Boopster. Well, don't do that. He's all sticky. Just play with him a little bit while you're doing that. Hopefully, this isn't distracting for you.
You and Akis have some severe problems.
Do we?
With that thing. I hope you know that. Anyways, for uncommons, once again, we got Blood Mist, Rise from the Grave, Weaver of Lightning, and Thalia, Heretic Cathar,
I think. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. And an Overworld Captive, and an Iron Rites Cleansing.
Cool.
Cleansing.
Well, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here, I see.
Soon.
Eldritch Moon.
Eldritch Moon. Toil and boil, and I'm not very good at making rhymes and stuff. We got Savage Alliance, though, and Prying Questions.
Yeah.
With Markov Crusader and...
Tamio?
Damn it. Eldritch Evolution.
That's one of the cards I wanted to open. It's not worth... I think it's worth like $6, but it's probably one of the best cards in this set.
For 3 mana, it's a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Eldritch Evolution, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less, where X is 2 plus the sacrificed creature's converted mana cost. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Exile Eldritch...
Yeah, that. Isn't that cool? So you sack a 3 and get a 5?
That is actually pretty sweet.
Love that card.
Kessig Prowler.
You're on the prowl for Tamio, hopefully. Still.
Eldrazi Horror.
Words are funny. Sometimes, you know? Aren't they? Best buddy?
Indeed. Best buddy.
Well, second best buddy. Mr. Boots are here.
I was just about to make that same thing, but I hesitated just because I didn't want to...
Sure.
I didn't want to say that.
You never come between a man and his boopster.
All right. Campaign of Vengeance, which I will have if I don't open a Planeswalker.
Me too.
Lashweed Lurker. Courageous Outrider.
Here it is. Here it is. That's not that. No.
Providence. 7 mana. Sorcery. You may reveal this card from your opening hand.
God, that's
if you
weird.
do, at the beginning of the first upkeep, your life total becomes 26.
Huh. So if you have it in your opening hand, I guess, then you start the game with 26?
Yeah.
And then when you cast this, your life total will be... That's a horrible card. That's not good at all.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of mana for a whole lot of nothing.
I mean, I guess if you're desperate, but if you're ever in that position... Then...
If you have that card in your deck, you got problems. That's what I'm just saying.
Uvenwald Captive. And a Voldaren Pariah. Hey, yeah.
Cool.
Except not really foily.
Oh, sorry, a second rare. I don't know why I said foil.
There we go. I'm like...
Maybe because it was in the foil slot.
Perhaps. So, 5, creature, flying. I don't think I even said the name, so let's start with that. Voldaren Pariah. Flying, sacrifice 3 other creatures. Transform Voldaren Pariah with a Madness 3 black. And when she flips, Abolisher of Bloodlines. Damn, she looks awesome. Flying. When this creature transforms into Abolisher of Bloodiness, a target opponent sacrifices 3 creatures.
Bloodiness?
Bloodiness. Bloodlines.
I like yours better,
Bloodiness.
honestly.
Abolisher of Bloodiness. Honestly, I didn't actually pick up on that at all.
Yeah. And down to 3 there, Fuski.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay. Catch a boopster by the toe, but he doesn't actually have toes, so
Tip is that.
catch him by his head, I guess.
All right, we got Lunar Force. I mean,
Cool.
I got Tamio.
That's true. She is in that card.
I mean, I succeeded. I told you I would, and I did.
That sounds like a Sailor Moon, like if she got back together with the old band, but then they came up with a new
Scour
name.
the laboratory. Yeah. I was never
Lunar
too big
Force.
into it, so.
But she's the one called Sailor Moon. How could you?
Hamlet Captain, and we've got Collective Brutality.
Yeah.
2 mana with Escalates, discard a card, choose 1 or more. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from it. That player discards that card. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. And target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
Fighting evil by moonlight.
Smoldering Werewolf.
And that's a plains.
Mwah.
Oh, that's weird. Is it Tamio in that pack, or?
I already opened up Tamio. This is gonna be like Liliana or something.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I hope that, because you can't see it on camera, but, wow, that's a loud pack. You can't see it on camera, but he kissed that pack.
I did.
He did, and I hope he kissed some gross, like that weird slug thing. That'd be great. Now we have scabies of the mouth.
Geistfield Scarecrow.
Crabs, come on.
Mercurial Geists.
Oh,
Spreading Flames.
spreading AIDS.
It's something blue.
Is it?
It is blue.
It's
A Wharf Infiltrator. I mean, it's not crabs, but it might be worse.
Yeah, it might be worse.
Actually.
It's carrying some sort of plague.
2 mana, 1/1 with
Bubonic
Skull.
variety.
Whenever Wharf Infiltrator deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Whenever you discard a creature card, you may pay 2. If you do, put a 3/2 colorless Eldrazi Horror creature token onto the battlefield. And a Low Rider.
You got one chance at this. Don't mess it up.
Oh boy.
Honestly, I think you opened better than I did.
Pressure.
Still.
Pressure. Ah.
I think you did. You opened the card I wanted, so
Fair enough.
that's all I care about.
And I did open that Tamio still.
Well,
Maybe not the Planeswalker, but a picture
yeah,
of her.
that's true. Yeah.
Long Road Home. Drogskull Shieldmate. Dusk Feaster. And... I opened Liliana! Kind of. Oath of Liliana. When Oath of Liliana enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature. At the beginning of each end step, if a Planeswalker entered the battlefield under your control this turn, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. And we got a Shrill Howler and a foil rare, Stromkirk Occultist. 3 mana, 3/2, trample. Whenever Stromkirk Occultist deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of
This was like the first thing I opened.
Was it?
I think so.
I have a vague recollection of this now.
Yeah, me too.
But mine's, once again, foil.
That's true. All right. Well, no, there's no more in there. No, you're out of stuff. There's just oxygen. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, Tamino and Liliana.
Yeah, well, no. But yeah, so that was Eldritch Moon. And, we got really, really lucky with just sheer number of mythics and foil rares and stuff. But, okay, so I watched Titanic last night for the first time ever, right?
Oh. Okay.
This was a bigger shipwreck than that was. So you know what we're going to do? I'll be right back. Eternal Masters! Huh?
1 pack each.
Yeah.
I got this one. All right. And for our special,
Yeah. Some or other.
well, yeah, I am not going to go through the commons,
No, I wouldn't.
but for uncommons, we will start with a Merfolk Looter,
Yeah.
Honden the Infinite Rage, a Wonder.
I wonder what's underneath this wonder.
I wonder as well, and it is a Mystical Tutor.
See? That's amazing.
That's not bad, actually.
That's probably better than anything we opened in this first set.
That's funny, actually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you don't know, instant, 1 mana, search your library for an instant or sorcery card and reveal that card. Shuffle that library, then put the card on top of it. Again, it's only for 1 mana.
Foil
and
wonder.
a foil wonder.
Weird. I'm just gonna lean here. So we got a Flinthoof Boar, Pyroblast, that's sweet. Hymn to Turok, that's also sweet. And a Sensei's Divining Top, which I know for a fact is probably better than anything we opened in there. So that's amazing.
Yeah, Sensei's is
And our
pretty
foil
solid.
is a Sentinel Spider, which is less exciting. But yeah, so there we go. 2 vintage staples and some other stuff too.
And some other stuff.
Yeah.
No biggie.
So we will see you next time with Frosty and I will be back doing Super Sealed with the stuff that we opened. And you know what? I think I'll include these Vintage Masters packs. Why not?
Yes!
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Yeah. So we'll see you then.